This looks simple, but even top students fail it here. Let's solve it step by step. To solve this problem, we make use of the Lambert W function. Lambert W function is used to solve problems when the variable is raised to an exponent of the same variable. In Lambert W function, whenever a term is multiplying an exponential term in the same power, that the output in Lambert W function is that term. Okay, so all we need to do is to do some algebraic manipulation to rewrite t to the power of t equal to 19 to be in this term. So the first thing we do here is to take the natural log of both sides. Okay, so to take the natural log of both sides, we have it that ln of t to the power of t is equal to the ln of 19. Okay, so if you have this now, the rule of logarithm allows us to multiply the power to the what? Log. Okay, so if you apply this, you are now having that t into ln t is equal to ln 19. Okay, you can now see that we have t ln t is equal to ln 19. But we need to rewrite all this to be in terms of what? X exponential x. But one thing you must know is that you must recall this property of exponent and logarithm, that whenever you have exponential ln x, that is the same thing as what? X. The reason behind that is that exponents and the natural log are inverse operation. So once the two cancels out, you are left with what? X. So if you apply this particular rule here, so you can rewrite t to be in form of exponential ln t, since the output should also give us what? T. So instead of writing t, I will now write exponential ln t of, we are left with what? Ln t is equal to ln 19. Okay, since we have this now, this is getting closer to this what? The Lambert W function standard. So all we need to do is just to rewrite it so that ln t should come first. You know the multiplication properties, that multiplication is commutative. When I say commutative, I mean that 2 times 3 also gives us what? 3 times 2. The order is never a problem. So I can now write it to get that ln t exponential ln t is equal to ln 19. Okay, so since we have this now, this is clearly in form of x exponential x should give us what? This. So what do? We take the Lambert W function of both sides of the equation. So what do we have? The Lambert W function of ln t exponential ln t is equal to the Lambert W function of ln 19. Okay, so since we have this, remember the rule tells us that anything that multiplies the exponents and the same thing is also the power, that the output is just that particular thing. So what do we have here? We can now have in Lambert, if Lambert W function processes here, you are now having ln t is equal to, this is not in the same standard, so we take it to be the Lambert W function of ln 19. Okay, so if you have this now, we are looking for t, not ln t. So what do? Since we agree that whenever we take an exponent in form of natural log, the output is always that particular term in the exponent. So what do? We take the what? We take the exponents on both sides. So exponents of ln t, we take it to this exponent of the Lambert W function of ln 19. If you observe here, so that this ln will cancel out the what? Exponents. What do we have left? We can now see that the value for t will now be equal to exponent of the Lambert W function of ln 19. And that's the what? Answer. Okay, you can actually put this particular value in a calculator so you know the decimal solution. Remember, the reason why we are using all this method to solve the problem is because we are trying to find that particular number that will be raised to itself to get 19. If you do, for instance, 1 power 1 is 1, not 19. 2 power 2 is 4, not 19. 3 power 3 is 27, not 19. Okay? But 19 falls in between 4 and what? And what? 27. That means the range of value for the t will be that t will be ranging from is actually 2 is less than t and t is what? Less than 3. Okay? So any number, if you put this in a calculator, exponential the Lambert W function of ln 19, the numbers must be in range of 2 and must not get to 3. Okay? So if this video is engaging, do not fail to like, subscribe for more tips like this. See you next time.